Now we're talking about the opposite because we're talking about best practices. That is for you to drop bombs on your podcast. I like for you to have a story that lands for your listener, that helps illustrate the difference between us and them, the difference between the new way and the old way, the difference between what they were getting and what they can get with you. I want you to drop those bombs. Dropping bombs means giving value, giving real value and all of the value, and not holding it too close to the chest. The next is to have paid marketing. So we talked again, not marketing the top of your funnel. This is to pay for marketing. This is to get in front of more people, to find your avatar in more places, to get in front of them and for them to keep hearing the bombs and to exponentially grow your thought leadership platform, the amount of money that you can make, the amount of impact that you can make on the world by having paid marketing to get in front of more people. And the last consideration under this fourth piece, which is best practices, is to consider professionalism. Really important. If you've got a podcast or if you've got a YouTube channel or whatever it is, consider how professional you want this. You should do this. Your listener or your viewer will find you. And you would be wrong if you said, I don't need a professional mic. You would be wrong if you said that I can have a podcast, a successful podcast, and I'm just going to record directly onto my phone. You would be wrong if you thought that it was okay to have crappy content, not outlined content that only rambles, content that doesn't have a point to it, content that doesn't have this or that. You want the takeaways. You want to have a good enough way of having this content. For example, a nice mic. So that not that you have to sound good, but you don't want to sound so challenging to hear that the listener turns you out and tunes you out and stops listening immediately. You do need to consider some type of professionalism. At what level? You figure that out between you and your avatar. Go and find who your real avatar is. Remember, we're talking about understanding your avatar. Go and talk to him or her. Say, hey, do you want me to sound like this or do you want me to sound like that? Hey, do you want my videos you want me to be holding my video? Or do you want, 4 different camera angles or somewhere in between? Your avatar is going to explain, hey, I don't need all that fancy stuff. Or they're going to explain, hey, I'm more likely to watch your YouTube channel if you do have, 2 or 3 camera angles, if you are sharing it this way. So consider the professionalism. Number 5, so we talked about the fourth thing is best practices. Understand your avatar, dropping bombs, line in the sand, paid marketing, consider professionalism. Now, 5th, let's talk about just putting it together. A few things that you need. You might need a website and or a landing page, like a funnel page. You can go to ClickFunnels and all these other places. You might want a place for your listener, your book reader, whatever, to find you, a place for them to go as a next step. You might want a free download or a free offer. You might want to have a CRM. That's a client relation management software, customer relation management software, CRM. This is for all the people that inquire. That way you can follow up with them. You can stay in front of them. You can advertise to them. You can know where they were or what they opted in for, so you can reach back out to them for different reasons. And you need to have a follow-up system. So yes, a CRM, and yes, having something in place for there being a system for you to stay in front of that person correctly. So you've got to have those things understood and built out. And you probably want to do this at the beginning of having a podcast. You probably want to have this stuff ready so that you can capture the most amount of people, because it truly is a funnel. Going back to the funnel idea, here we are at the Gaylord with a bunch of towels. You need to have that funnel. You need to have that funnel built out. It needs to start big and go small. It needs to be able to funnel everybody down to the point that you want them to go to. So move them down the know, like, trust funnel. At the top, it's the know. This is the awareness. You've built awareness for your brand. People are talking about you when you're not in the room. Then in the middle is the like. They've started to vet you. They've gone to your social media. They've looked to see what you are all about, who you're about. If you seem to have the same type of values that they have, they're on your social, they're looking for you, etc. They've taken that first step and gotten a free thing from you. They've said, I'll give you my email address in exchange for that cool thing that you made. And then there's the trust. This is when they say, I believe in you. You are the person that can serve me. You're the fitness coach that has helped so many of my friends to be able to lose 40 pounds each. I think I can lose 40 pounds. Here's my $7,000. I want you to help me get fit. And so that's what it is. Move them down the funnel. Know, like, trust. So putting it all together, you might need a website, an online funnel, a free download or offer, a CRM, a follow-up system. Remember, the fortune is in the follow-up. You following up with these people that you've already been in contact with and helping to move them down the know, like, trust funnel so that they pay you money and say, I'm in.